Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name is Galih Haryanto. I'm from Group 5. So, in this video, I will continue the explanation about the measurement estimation. Like the previous video, I will explain some vocabulary, explain this question in the video, and some example question. So, I will explain the vocabulary first. First vocabulary is angle, and bahasa is sudut. Angle is the space between two lines or surface measured in the degrees at the end with the same endpoint. Example, the value of angle A is 120 degrees. Protractor. Protractor. And bahasa is busur derajat. A protractor is a tool that can be used to measure and firm angles. Length. In bahasa is panjang. Length is a measure of an object that states the distance between its ends. Length can be divided into height, which is the vertical distance, and the width, which is the distance from one side to the other, measured at the angle perpendicular to the length of the object. Example, the length of this room is 5 meters. The definition of length is also how long something is, or the amount of vertical space or time it takes. Another example is the length is 2 hours for a film. Width, in bahasa is lebar. Width is the line that is shorter than length. Example, the width of this book is 20 centimeters. Distance, in bahasa is jarak. Distance is the numerical measure that indicates how far an object is from another object. The distance can never be negative. Example, the distance between city A and city B is 30 kilometers. Percent, in bahasa is percent. The symbol that can be used to express fraction of the 100. Example, 40%. Percentage. In bahasa itu percent. Percentage is relative value indicate 100 part of any quantity. 1% is 100 part, thus 100% represent to the entirety and 200% specify twice the given quantity. Example, 1% is 100 chickens equals to 1 per 100 of 1000 or 10 chickens. 20% of the quantity is 20 per 100 of 1000 or 200. Height, in bahasa is tinggi. Height is a measurement of the how tall a person or thing is. Height can be said as the distance from the top to the bottom of something. Example, Jenny's height is 163 meters. Vocabulary. Very nice is base. Bahasa is alas. Canary base is the bottom part of an object on which it rests. Base is also the lowest part of something. In geometry, base is the side of which a polygon rests on. But the top is also called base when it is parallel to the bottom. Side, in bahasa is sisi. Side is one of line segment that can a flat or two-dimensional shape, or one of the face that can be a solid or three-dimensional object. Example, a cube has 6 sides. So, I will explain an example on the video. The question is, James went to the cheap fruit shop and there was 30% discount on all his fruit. Today, James bought 6 guava, 30% off for $12.60. The next day, James bought 2 guava at the original price or without a discount. What is the original price James would need for the guava? The solution is 2% of a guava is only today. Only today. 6 guava is equals to $12.60. sale price. The full the full price of the piece and the question is the full price of two pieces of guava. How much? Suppose x is equals suppose x to cost of 6 guava at the full price. So the full price of 6 guava minus the number of discount for the price of 6 guava is equals to the price of 6 guava without a discount. So x minus 0.30x is equals to 12.60 so minus x so x minus 0.30x is 0.70x is equals to $12 is point what $12.60 so the x is $80. uh, x is $80 is the full price of 6 guava. To find out the price of one guava, then $18 is divided by 6 so equals to $3. Back to the question, what is the full price that James need on the two guavas? So the guava is we must do times $3 so we have $6. So the price of two guava is $6. Example from question from example 2. The question is an advertisement for the toothpaste is claimed that 4 out 4 out of 5 dentists recommended a certain brand. A consumer group wanted to check the accuracy of this claim and surveyed 180 dentists. How many dentists would they expect to not recommend this brand if the advertisement's claim is accurate? The solution is we have two solutions. So the first solution is using schema direction of the doctors who recommended to doctor who do not recommend it. So 4 out of 4 is to 1 because the 4 out 5 dentists explain R is equals to doctor who recommended. D is doctor who does not recommend it. The ratio is 4R and 1D. R as much as 4 and the D as much as 1. The number of doctor is 180. The number of doctor per group ratio is 180 per 5 is equals to 360 36 people. So doctors who recommended as many as 4 times 60 is 144 doctors, and the doctors who do not recommend it are as many as 1 times 36 is 36 doctors. And the second solution is using an algebraic approach. So let x is number of groups. Number of those who recommended is 4x, and number of those who do not recommend it is x. So 4x times x is equals to 180, and 4 plus 1 is 5x is equals to 180, so the x is 36. There will be 4 times 60 is equals to 144 dentists who recommended that brand, and 1 times 36 is 36 who do not recommend the brand. Example 4. Jason is Chris' older cousin. The ratio of their age is 5 to 4, 9 to 5. In 5 years, Chris' age will be for more than half of Jason's age. How old are the boys now? Let x is multiply Jason age, Chris present age is 5x. Jason current age is 9x. Chris age plus 5 is equals to 1 and Chris 8 plus 5 is equals to a half times Jason x plus 5 plus 4. Substitute give us is 5x plus 5 is equals to a half times in bracket of 6 9 sorry 9x plus 5 plus 4. So 5x plus 5 is equals to a half times 9x is 4 4.5x and a half times 5 is 2.5 and plus 4. So we times that 1.2.5 with 4. So we have 6.5 in the right side. So and we minus with both side subtraction both side with minus 5x and minus 5, so we have 0.5x equals to 1.5, and we divided both sides by 1.5, so we have x is equals to 3. Chris age is 5 times 8, so 5 times 3 is 15, and Jason x is 9 times x, so we have 9 times 3 is 18. Check and the 5 years that age are 20 and 32, especially 20 is equals to a half times 32 plus 4 is 20. So that's correct. So the example 6 is, the question is, Carter candy stand sell a proper mixture of the two of her candies which sell for $2.17 $2 $2.60 per pound and $1.95 per pound. The ratio of the expensive candy to the cheaper candy is a mixture is 3 to 5 is. If Carter sold her entire supply of the mixed candy during the common month, she would have revenue of $928.20, which would be the same as if she sold its candy separately. How many pounds of candy does she have in supply, and at what price does she sell it for? The solution is, the module is number of pounds of expensive candy times $2.70 per pound plus number of pounds of cheaper candy times $1.95 per pound is equals to 90 $928 to cent 20 cents. So the number of pounds of expensive candy is 3x. The number of pounds of cheaper candy is 5x. The total number of pounds sold is 8x. The model gives us the question. So 3x times 2.70 times 5x times 1.95 is equal to 928.20. So we have x is typo here. X times 1, no, not typo. 3x times 2.70 is 8.1x, and 5x times 1.95 is 9.75x is equals to 985.20. So 8.1 times 9.75 is 70.85 x, and we divided both sides with 70.85, and we have x is 50, and substitute the value of x to the total number of pounds sold, so we have 416 pounds. 460 pounds of the mixture is supplied, and the sale is $928.20 of the mixture is the supply, and the sales is $2.23 23 cents per pound. So we check the value. So 3 times 50, 2 is 156 pound. We times with $2.70. So we have $4,121.20, and the pound of cheaper candy, uh 5 times 52 is 260 pound, and we times with 100 100 what sorry $1.75, what sorry $1.95 is equals to 5,007 dollars, and we times with we plus that value, so we have $928.20, and the value is correct. Example 7. Among the ingredients in recipe for a sweet dessert are two and a half cups of regular sugar and a quarter cup of the brown sugar. The direction indicate that this will serve 8 people. As there will be 12 people to serve, how much each of type of sugar will be in? The solution is A. The amount of regular sugar for 6 people is proportional to the amount of regular sugar for 20 people. Let X is amount of regular of the 20 people. So 2 and a half per egg is X per 20, and it times egg and X, and 2 and a half times with 12. So 8x is equal to 30, and we divided above with by egg, so we have x is 30 per egg, and we divided by 2, so we have 50 per 4, so the x is 3, and the 3 and 3 per 4. B. The amount of sugar for the 8 people is proportional of the amount of sugar for a 12 people. Let Y is amount of sugar of a brown sugar for 12 people. So a quarter per 8 is equals to Y per 12. So 8 times with Y, and a quarter times with 12, and we have 8y is equals to quarter times 12 is 3, so we divided above with egg, so y is 3 per egg. So for 2 people needed 3 and 3 per 4 cups of regular sugar, and the 3 per 8 cup of brown sugars. So we check the value, so 12 to egg is 3 to 2, so equals to 3 per 2. 3 and 3 for 4 is divided by 2 and a half, and 15 per, so equals to 15 per 4 divided by 5 per 2, so equals to 5 per 4, because the divided, so we uh, times 2 per 5 is equals to 30 per 20, so 32, and the comparison are the same. So the value is correct. Thank you for watching. See you next video.